It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I actually count down with him this time.
I was almost there. I was one off. I was going to catch you.
No. Can't catch me.
Yelling 7 in the background.
I'm always ready.
Okay.
Good morning.
We're not going anywhere with this.
Good morning,
by the way,
everybody.
whoop, whoop.
Oh, yeah. I'm David Stroud. We're with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
There you go.
There you go.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. Can you believe it's already June?
I know. It's like flying. June 1st.
It's like when New Year's comes, the next day, January 1st, you're like, whew, New Year. Blink, it's June 1st.
Yeah.
Not January 1st, it's June 1st. You blink your eye and it's gone.
It is flies.
Yeah.
And now that it's summertime, it seems like it flies even faster.
Oh, yeah. When you're out having fun.
Oh, yeah. How
You're
time's
busy.
fun when you're having flies.
Exactly. Wait, what?
I may have messed that up. It's all right. Just move on.
Backwards. Rewind. Try it again. That's okay. Well, how was your hump day?
It was good. It was good. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I can't complain.
Yeah.
And yours?
Work.
Work.
Yeah.
I'm not. You had this long weekend. For you, it's a long weekend.
It was. Yeah. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, you had a 3-day weekend, so you can't complain.
No.
And you went rafting, canoeing,
Floating, kayaking.
or whatever you call it, kayaking.
Yeah. And then Monday, we cleaned all the kayaks and all the stuff out of the truck. We got home, and I was like, just leave it. Had the car trailer hooked up with all of them on. I was like, just leave it.
And it seems like it takes the whole day the next day to get the stuff back in order.
Yeah. Well, then we had to clean up the garage. There's stuff in there for a yard sale that we're going to have Friday, Saturday. I don't know. If everything sells Friday, it'll just be Friday, not Saturday.
This Friday?
Yeah. This Friday. So we had to get that organized and cleaned up. So that was, at least 2/3 of the day was doing all that stuff. So it really wasn't a day off on Monday. And Tuesday had some odds and ends to do. Had to clean my truck, at least the inside of it. Anyway.
No, I need to have a garage sale. Let me tell you, if I have one, it's going to be a big one.
A big one, yeah. I swear it ended up out of the 3-day weekend was like half a day rest.
That's about how it goes.
It is. You got projects. We were just talking about projects to do, and it never seems like there's enough time, does it? When you're a kid, it always feels like you have enough time.
It just seems like you got time to do everything, but as you get older, the time just seems to get crushed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you remember all them things you used to do when you were. Oh man, I used to do this. Even when my kids were first born, it seemed like I had time.
Yeah.
And now it's just like everything just kind of bottlenecks together.
Yeah, a day when you're a kid is 37 hours, and when you're an adult, it's 3.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. You just don't have enough time.
I agree. I concur.
I guess we better move on with time.
We've actually got a show.
Yeah. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. They have 29 in the state, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee, and we sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. Let's pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for watching out for us. Even though we don't deserve it sometimes, it seems like moving more away from you than toward you, and we hope that changes. We hope that you show us the way, show those that are having struggles mentally, show them the way, find somebody to touch them on the shoulder, to talk to them, to help them. And as always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. This I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Give them a call, 870-425-2161, and ask them about pre-need service. Always good to have a plan in place.
It is. So your loved one doesn't have to deal with it when they're going through a tough time.
Yep. And with that, let's pause now for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team. Let me show you my feet.
Let me show you my feet.
That's not the purpose of the commercial, but it's
just
funny.
couple people sitting in the hotel room and talking about their vacation down here, deciding not to go back, and
That's right.
that happens a lot.
It does happen a lot. Yep.
It just so happened the Z-Team commercial was playing on the TV, and voila, one thing led to another, and now they're looking at moving here.
Let's call the Z-Team.
That's how it works.
870-4.
That's how easy it can
That's
happen.
right. It's just what, 10 numbers? 10 numbers away. 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend.
That's
the
it.
Z-Team. Yeah. Century 21 Lemac Realty won many awards for their customer service. It says a lot when somebody is willing to go online and put something positive about how your service was, how you did. You can go online and find anything negative. Like if you're looking to buy a phone, you can go on there and you'll see more negative than positive. Usually, sometimes it's the other way around. That's the Z-Team. So,
Yep. The 1 in a million.
1 in a million. Let's take a look at the White River.
All right.
Brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team. That looks awesome. That is
That is a beautiful morning.
Beautiful. Arkansas is God's country. That is Cotter, Arkansas, the horseshoe bend of the White River. You can see the Rainbow Bridge there off to the left. We're up and to the right. That's Mountain Home. Kind of in the center is Missouri, and off to the left is Bull Shoals. These are brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team on their website at retiredarkansas.net.
I like the light fog in the mornings.
I know,
and then
right?
the sun starts coming through, and it gets that orange color, and it turns into a Z-clips.
Yep. It's almost like we should, at the time that it does, just cut to it. No matter what we're doing. We could be in the middle of a conversation with our guest and just cut to it and be in awe.
There you go.
Probably not, though, right?
Probably not going to happen. But you at home, or you're at the office and you got on your computer.
That's right.
Go to retiredarkansas.net, look up the webcams, and it's there.
There you go. Let's see the one that zooms around. Oh, wow, look at that.
Look at that nice fog.
It's that smoke.
On the water.
Yeah, very nice. That's amazing. See, you can you get the yellowish, orangish colors in there now.
Yeah.
You get that right camera angle and it comes through. There to the left, you can see that little tree. It's not doing so well, but that's David's Island. I have dubbed thee.
David's Island.
David's Island. See, it's backing off. See, right there. One day I will boat out to it and just walk around it. Maybe I'll find an arrowhead. You never know.
I need to come up. I do a lot of fishing lower downstream, down by Calico and stuff like that on the river. I need to go ahead and bring my boat up here and put in up here and do a little fishing through here.
Yeah.
I can step on David's Island and
with me
say I've done it.
That's right. Both of us.
I'm going to put a sign, a flag.
Both of us. If only this one recorded and it can watch us going out there, and then we can replay it later that we have made it to David's Island.
And put a flag.
Yes, and
David's
put a flag
Island.
and found the spoils. I'm sure there's hidden treasure there.
Oh, of course.
There's probably some old tires and look at that amazing view brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team with Century 21 Lemac Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give them a call at 870-405-0793. They are senior real estate specialists. So got that bigger home. Kids have moved away. Time to get something a little bit more manageable. I mean, who wants to clean a big empty house?
I agree.
You know?
That's where I'm getting to.
Yeah. Get something a little bit smaller. Look at that, the train station. The train station. That's my favorite view right there is the train station. I just want to go ride on a train on a trip.
Have you not?
Like through Colorado. I mean, I've done the short ones.
Yeah, I've done the short ones.
I've done the short ones. I've been in Spain where we took, it wasn't quite the bullet train. I mean, the thing probably went 130, 140 miles an hour from, yeah.
Fast enough.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like one of them trips you take that's why you're on the train. You have your own little car or your own little room.
Yeah.
There's the dining car. Yeah, something like that.
That would be pretty cool, though.
That would be fun.
Got to look one of them up because I think that would be enjoyable. I'd enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
I went on a train ride back when Calico Rock had the train that went through and went up. And
I never did that.
I rode that one with my wife.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
See, that'd be fun.
Got to walk from car to car and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty neat.
What's neat is they go in different areas that cars don't go. So it's a view you would never see unless you were on the train or you walk the path. But, yeah, pretty neat. We thank you, Bob and Linda Zadora, for this camera view that makes us think of riding a train and going on a trip and moving to Mountain Home, Arkansas.
It happens a lot.
Yes, it does. There's a City Hall, Municipality of Carter. So, like I said, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, maybe in Missouri, because they are dual licensed in Arkansas and Missouri, and a lot of people buy a house up in Gainesville, and then they commute to somewhere in Baxter County, you know, most likely Mountain Home, for their job, Bakersfield. You can give them a call, 870-405-0793. Maybe you're looking to move back with family. We hate to see you go, but sometimes people, you know, they move here to retire, and then later on,
We got a boat.
they need some help, so they move back with family. Bob and Linda Zadora can help you find a realtor that's like-minded to take care of you.
We got a boat.
We got a boat.
Left
We
side.
got a boat.
Somebody going fishing.
Happy days. I tell you what, anytime I'm on the water, happy days, buddy. That's what I love about this area. All the lakes and rivers and
Two boats.
creeks and streams. I wonder if they're buddies. Probably not.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Looks
That's
like
a
the
really-
first boat hadn't picked up their people yet.
Yeah. They can't beat them cameras.
Beautiful.
Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find these cameras. You can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. It's really a really great website. They redid it last year, and it's very user-friendly, easy to navigate.
I'm following the boats.
You're
go
following the boats, and
I'm doing my
following.
thing. You go ahead, tell the temperatures.
Right. Mountain Home, Arkansas, we have 65. Harrison, 61. Batesville, 63. Yellville, 61. Marshall, 61. Salem, 61. Mountain View, 61. Calico Rock, 65. West Plains, 61. Springfield, 64. Popular Bluff, 65. And St. Louis, 65. I guess the number today is 61. National Weather Radar. Look at that. It's blipping. It's blipping. We've got some activity in the central part of the United States. Look at the panhandle of Texas, going into the panhandle of Oklahoma, and then into Kansas, stretching all the way up to, looks like, Des Moines, Iowa. It's relatively calm in other parts of the country. Down here in the Gulf, it looks like we've got something. Does that look like it's even moving? It's just kind of going in a circle there in the Gulf, but it could come up into Alabama or Florida, Georgia. Our neck of the woods, it's looking clear for the line of Arkansas and Missouri. I think we're going to be okay today, but I could be wrong. Let's check it out. Here we go. Watchings and warnings. Do you know they still got that in the upper northwest of Mississippi?
Yeah, it's along the Mississippi River, and everybody's dumping their lakes and stuff, so it's pretty high along the Mississippi right now.
We got a dense fog advisory around the St. Louis area. 7-day forecast. Let's see what it's going to be. See if it changed. Today, sunny, then a slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%. I don't see it. High at 87. Tonight, mostly clear, low of 63. Friday, sunny, then a chance of thunderstorms at 50%. High of 87. Well, that stayed the same. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 64. Saturday, chance of thunderstorms at 40%. High at 89. That did drop a little bit. It was 50. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 63. Sunday, sunny, high of 91. Oh, perfect. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 63. Monday, sunny, high of 88. Look at that Sunday weather. Pollen count for today. Tree pollen today is moderate. Tomorrow, none. Saturday, none. Grass pollen today is high. Tomorrow is very high. And Saturday is very high. Norfolk Lake water level is at 557.2. Level is 5.2 feet above full pool. They're generating 1.
All right, they're generating some.
Yes. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 663.11. Level is 4.11 feet above full pool. And they are generating 6.
6, all 6.
I tell you what, they let out the water at Bull Shoals, don't they?
They do.
That is Look at Your Weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora with Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. For all your real estate needs, give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net. All kinds of information. Easy to navigate. Yep. That's what you love best about a website.
Easy to navigate.
Easy to navigate.
And a lot of information.
A lot of information. With that, we're going to go take a break, and we're going to come back with some community news brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Be right back.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June. Up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse. With no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you ever noticed?
Welcome back to the morning show.
I may have caught a tail end of that.
I think you did.
I may have caught you.
Community news brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Arkansas. Because it's that time of year again, and I hate doing yard work, but you need people like this, right?
You
Mowers.
hate doing yard work, huh?
Oh, I hate doing yard work.
I don't mind it. So I hate I've got a ditch line that I got to weed eat the whole ditch line. When it's time to weed eat that, it's tough.
Oh, you don't just spray it?
I probably should,
Yes.
but there's a lot of water that runs down there, and
So
I'm afraid if I do, it's just going to eat my bank out.
Yeah. Okay. So it's good to have something there to help slow it down. I feel you.
We're on the side of the road where everybody's water runs to that ditch and runs on down.
Okay.
And I'm just afraid if I go to spraying it, it's just going to eat it out.
Yeah. Understandable. I didn't even think of it, and then I probably would have killed it all and then had bigger problems.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'd have been nice to just spray it and be done, but
Yep.
I don't think that would go over very well.
All right.
If I
Sounds
brought
good.
some big rock in or something and lined it
Sure.
or something.
And how they do like little dams,
Yeah.
you know, they do sections, so when it comes through, it slows it down, so it doesn't push anything.
That may work.
See, just sitting
You
here
never know.
spitballing.
Yeah, spitballing ideas.
Ideas.
Yeah.
I guess the idea is Mower Warehouse, Mountain Home,
There you
Arkansas. Yeah. They have, I would tell them that, mowers galore.
They have
And-
got every size mower you can think of, from the little ones to the pushing mowers to the big
Stand-up.
commercials to the stand-up mowers. They've got the big commercial stand-ups. They have got mowers everywhere. If you have not been there, they have got mowers all through the front, the side, inside, outside, up in the air. They got mowers freaking everywhere.
That's right.
But they carry a line of everything from your leaf blowers to your trimmers to your generators to your, you name it. And right now they've got their big rebate program going on right now, just to the end of June. So if you are looking to buy a new mower, you can go in there and save a lot of money. Most of the mowers I saw on the list, they got lists of them, and most of them are like $500 off.
Yeah. That's a lot of money on a mower.
It is. It is a lot of money on a mower.
A lot of mower money.
A lot of mower money.
A lot of mower money.
There you go.
Very good. Well, for all your, I guess, outdoor equipment needs, give them a call, 870-701-5222. You can visit them at 17 Fulbright Drive. That's just off of Buzzard Roost Road, down from the bypass. You can go to mountainhomemowerrepair.com. Take a look at their website. I'm looking at it now. They do repairs, sales, and they have parts. You can see here. I mean, let's go down.
They'll work on almost any brand mower, and they carry parts for most brands that are out there. So if there's something you're looking for, rather than ordering it and waiting for days to get it in, you ought to stop by and see if they've got it in stock.
There you go. All right, let's take a look at some community news. We're in the third day now of early voting. That started on Tuesday for the Mountain Home Public Schools Board of Education seat between Scott Booth and Scott Bryant. Let's see, as of yesterday, 255 people have voted. Early voting in Mountain Home runoff will run through June 5th at the Baxter County Courthouse. Voters can cast their ballot during normal business hours, 8 to 4:30. No weekend voting will be available. Election day is June 6th. So, good luck to both of you. Let's see, we'll have a Mountain Home Charity Golf Classic that'll benefit the Arkansas State University Mountain Home Technical Center. Very good center. They do a lot of good things.
They do a lot of stuff there, and they're expanding that right now.
That is scheduled for June 10th and 11th at Big Creek Golf and Country Club. Cost is $190 per player or $570 per team, and a card is included. Mulligans will be purchased at $10 per golfer. Complimentary lunch will be served on both days, and the dinner is set for Saturday. Spouses and guests can purchase tickets at $60 for all meals or $30 for just the Sunday dinner. For sponsorship and registration information, go online to asumh.edu/golf or call 870-425-3100. And I was going to pull this up, the enjoymountainhome.com, because the Twin Lakes Playhouse will be doing their benefit for Mountain Home Food Basket tonight. And then Hamlet starts Friday and runs through, I believe, Sunday. Let's see. Let's just roll down through here. Here it is, Saturday and Sunday. Watch Hamlet at the Twin Lakes Theater. Twin Lakes Playhouse, sorry. They do a very good job. That's a look at your community news brought to you by Mower Warehouse of Mountain Home, Arkansas. We're going to go ahead and take a break and come back with Sheriff John Montgomery.
He's primed and ready. I can see it in his face. We'll be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Visiting with our guest, Sheriff John Montgomery here in Baxter County. How are you?
Doing great this morning.
Yeah. Everything I've got wrote down, we were talking about before we came on. It's been very busy this month for the sheriff, especially the past few days.
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. I mean, there's lots going on. I mean, we start back. We had the Cotter Trout Festival. You had the Norfolk Pioneer Days. Then you had Big Flat Homecoming. This Saturday is going to be Gassville in the Park.
Yep.
And so parades and all of those, and lots of folks who like to get out and meet and greet and shake hands and just get out among the people. And so that's been busy.
Yeah. And I see the Baxter County Judge Kevin Liddy and his wife Brandy joined you to the Big Flat Homecoming celebration.
That's correct.
That's good. It's always good to get together.
Yeah, that's of course Judge Liddy. It's his first Big Flat event as county judge, and so he got to go down and see what Big Flat Homecoming's all about.
Yeah.
And I think they had a good time. So
yeah, it looked like it was. I like going to his social media and seeing what he's been going, what's been going on in the past month since I've seen him. It helps with this part of it too. One of the things that I was going to ask you about, the Arkansas Supreme Court Committee on Security and Emergency Preparedness. You guys were going through this year's grant cycle with Justice Sean Womack, and it's for making courts and courthouses safer. And I didn't even know this was a thing. Can you tell the people about that?
And actually, it's an honor to be able to serve on that committee. I don't know the exact number, but probably 10 or 12 of us across the state serve on that committee. And actually, Clerk Candarise has been on that committee, and is I think her term's expiring. I think she'll be going off very shortly. But basically, the legislatures they allocate $250,000 for this committee to dole out, if you will, give to the counties to improve courthouse and court security in general. That may sound like a lot of money, but when you divide it up among how many courts you got in 75 counties, that's not. So we get to go through in the different counties, apply for grants and specifically what do we want to do to beef up our security. There's been, over the years, there's been a few courthouse incidents across the state, and anytime you make that security better. So Baxter County has been recipients of that in the past. Actually, they are awarded a grant it's a $20,000 grant that we're receiving. In fact, today they'll go down and receive that money because we've made a lot of improvements in the court complex, but there's no generator, and so when the power goes down, it creates lots of issues for lots of things. And so this is the first step to basically get all that switchover done so that we can get a generator in the court complex. So this is a big deal. And again, we awarded $250,000 across the state. The committee did, and so several local counties were recipients, and we're very excited for that.
That's great. Having a generator in the courthouse, because you're in there doing important business, and then the power goes out and everybody can't see.
Well, this will be the court complex. But courts going on, or juries trials, or anything like that, and you've got your camera systems, your security door locks, everything is there, and so to have that backup is pretty important. And we've had occasions not that long ago when power went out, and it's one of those times when you go, well,
I wish we.
So this is a big deal. We've applied for this grant, I think the last 2 years, and so we were awarded the grant this year.
Yeah, very good. We were talking about the different things that you did, Cotter Trout Festival, Memorial Day at Veterans Square, but Memorial Day was extra spunky this year, I guess, for the Sheriff's Department.
Well, of course, the memorial service on the square is something I rarely miss. I think that's very important to honor those who did not come home.
Yeah.
So whether it's Veterans Day or Memorial Day, those type of things, I just think that's important to honor our servicemen and women that are there, then the veterans, and also those that gave the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah.
As far as the weekend's concerned, my goodness, it's funny because when we came back from Big Flat, one of the Corps Rangers pulled up and said, "Your dispatcher deserves a raise," and it was, and I don't remember this number, but it was 117 calls.
107. You were
107
right there.
calls.
107.
Oh my goodness! I mean, it was just, and I will tell you, I'm extremely thankful because we added an extra deputy. The Corps Quarters helped us actually put an extra deputy, and they couldn't keep up. The calls were stacking up, and so then you have to start trying to triage calls.
Yeah.
And so. Now, having said that, really was no major incidents. I think there was only one DWI arrest. And
there was. Only one driving while intoxicated, one booking for drug possession, 8 bookings for charges related to domestic violence incidents. In total, 16 persons were booked in the Baxter County Detention
which
Center.
is not, that part's not that great. So we're thankful there was no major incidents. But when you look, it was kind of a perfect. The weather was great. The lake levels were normal for the first time in several years. I mean, there's just lots of things going on that and we're happy. I mean, that's what our goal is for everybody to have a good time and go home safely. And so, but our folks were really, really busy over the holidays. So,
At least, like you said, it wasn't anything major, and everybody went home safe. That's the main name of the game right there. Let's see here. We're on your website, and you've got an announcement that as of May 30th, for several days, the website will be scheduled, going through scheduled upgrades to the records management system. Some people have been like, I want to see who's inside.
Well, fortunately, and we decided to put that press release out, and so I think that helped quite a bit because people understand. So what we call our records management system. It's the main software system that we use for everything from jail bookings to civil process to, it's the whole gamut. We did an upgrade, and the Quorum Court approved funding for us to do that upgrade in that software. The software that we're currently using, I believe, was like 2002 or 2003. I mean, if that tells you how old.
Way outdated. Okay. Yeah.
So the last couple days we've been in the process of converting the new software, which means data conversion, which all of that ties into the website. So all that's fed into the website. Obviously, you don't want someone sitting there having to type.
No.
So because we're converted to new software, that conversion also has to be done. And so I would love to tell you when it's coming back. We are hopeful the next couple of days, but I honestly can't exactly tell you. I do know they are working on it as we speak because I was receiving texts and emails last night, shoring up some of the details of that conversion. So sorry for any inconvenience, but we'll get it back. And it's kind of funny, if you notice on that press release we did, it's unbelievable. 2.5 million visits. We've already had over 1 million visits this year.
Yep. That's insane.
50,000 unique visitors each month.
Yeah.
Now, unique visitors means that's a unique log on from that IP address in that month. So if you log on, let's say morning, noon, and night, that's 3 visits, but it's only 1 unique visit because you're doing
it's the same IP. Yeah.
Same IP. Mm-hmm. So when you think about the population of Baxter County is 43,000.
Yeah.
That includes children, and yet the number of unique visitors is 50,000 a month.
Yeah. That means who knows from where surrounding areas that they're logging in.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you, of course, some of the details I don't know, but there was a press release we did. I don't know, one day, I think it was last week, where they had a home invasion and the homeowner held the man at gunpoint till deputies could get there. I got a text message. It made the TV news in Montana.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Our little town stretches far and wide, doesn't it?
So, yeah, I'm real proud of that, and it's a great tool. The website, people obviously. I will say, obviously, it is the most popular feature on that is the inmate roster, but they're used that for so many different things, and to me it's a way we can be transparent. And you can look at press releases, you can look at all different things, which kind of leads up and segues in. If you look, can you pull that the website there?
Yep.
If you'll look on the upper right-hand button, hit
Right
that
there.
button right there.
Animal control.
Animal
brings you
control.
to this page.
And so that is the new, as of today, June 1st, Baxter County Sheriff's Office is taking over animal control. So we have 2 animal control wardens that we hired, Sarah Hewlin and Casey Stone. We are really, really excited to have them. I think they are a perfect fit. The next down, it talks about, and I'll just say the simple rules. So we want to make sure people understand we have to comply with the county ordinance, state laws as far as what we can do for animal control. So number one, we can't pick up someone's pet if we know that it belongs to someone. So your neighbor's dog may be a nuisance, but if you know it's your neighbor's dog, we can't pick it up. Now that may be an incident report that a deputy or a city officer may take, okay, but we can't just pick that up. And so the idea, if you'll back to that website just for a second. So if you'll scroll down right now, you see there's a couple of placeholders. There is Spot and there's the Cheshire Cat. So what will happen if when animals are picked up, the strays are picked up, we're going to upload photos to hopefully find them a home, and and then there's rescues that we're going to work with and to do that.
That'd be great.
So we are we've worked out, we've made an offer to the cities. The city of Mountain Home has their own animal control, I'll say officer, warden, whatever, but we will be holding their animals. The other cities in Baxter County we have offered, and as of this morning we have contracts with Norfolk, Briarcliff, and Cotter. Now
Very
that's
good.
as of this morning. So the nice part about it, in the past, if you lived, let's say, in the city of Norfolk, and you had a problem with a stray, you actually had to call City Hall. City Hall had to be the one that called animal control. That's not true anymore. Private citizen inside the city of Norfolk can call, and we will respond. We also worked out, because before there was a charge to those cities per animal, and that gets tricky in how many they pick up, and now we just worked out a flat yearly fee for those, and so
Very good.
that helps them budget. It helps us budget, and so. But again, the private citizen can call in. But those rules on that website, that's those 6 kind of their basic rules, but it's got to fall within that perimeter. Those parameters that's there. So, and we don't go catch the stray. You've got to have caught them. Now, we'll assist you if you need traps or whatever. We will help you. But again, the ordinance doesn't allow us to go start capturing. I mean, just go out and start trying to capture strays. So,
Yeah.
But if you catch them and have them, and it's a stray, we'll go, and we've got chip readers. We just purchased a chip reader that came in a couple of days ago. To hopefully, again, some of those animals will be able to, if they're chipped. And we encourage folks to chip your pets,
Right.
okay? But we'll be able to track down the owner. So, again, it's new. I'm sure we'll have a few hiccups along the way, because it's just something that we've not done before. But we're going to do our very best to run it right.
Definitely. Very good. It's about 7:39. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back with more from Sheriff John Montgomery.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home at
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, visiting with Sheriff John Montgomery. Very busy month for the Sheriff's Office and you personally, but you guys had a manhunt in Clark Ridge.
Yes, we had a situation where there was a guy that a family member died, and so he would come back occasionally check on the property, and he drove up one day and there was two people basically taking stuff out of the house and loading up, and so he confronted them and they jumped in the vehicle and took off, and he maybe not the smartest move, but he gave chase, and at some point there they stopped the car and started shooting at him.
Oh wow.
So deputies responded and ultimately found the car. A guy fled on foot, and then helicopter tracking dogs from the prison. He actually kicked in a door and did a home invasion, and a lady and her infant child was able to get out. And so used the Mountain Home Police Department special response team. They came up, and fortunately we were able to, he surrendered peacefully, and nobody got hurt.
Yeah.
But there was a lot involved there, and it's one of our frequent flyers, multiple repeat offenders. And then later we knew there was two to start with, and as it turns out there was a second one in that whole thing. We were able to develop who that was and got an arrest warrant for the second person involved there as well.
Yeah, and got both of them, and that's good. They caught both of them. They're in jail, but like you said, repeat offenders, in and out. But that's something that I think is going to change. Now that's
I'm hopeful.
Yeah, that
we are hopeful.
Governor Huckabee Sanders with the Protect Arkansas Act. Well, that segues me into the deputies arrest the home intruder being held at gunpoint by the homeowner. And so I was going to ask you about the rights of the homeowner when something like that happens. Now, sure, they broke into their house, and you're more well within your right to hold them. But where does that extend outside the home?
Well, the bottom line is you have a right to protect yourself and your family. Okay, I mean, it really comes down to it. And part of the problem, and I'll try to answer the best I can, because a lot of times people say, well, what if? Well, the problem is you can give 100 different scenarios that can change based on one minor detail.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for me to say, well, you can do this, you can't do this. But I can tell you, as far as the law is concerned, you have a right to protect yourself and your family. Okay? And so that doesn't mean it has to be in the house. If you feel threatened, if you feel like you are in danger, then you certainly have a right to do that. Now, the home, all the way from, you've heard your home is your castle, etc. That changes things drastically. Now, for the intruder, they're very lucky because, someone breaks into my house in the middle of the night, you've got to assume that they're not there for something good.
Exactly.
So do you feel threatened? Well,
yes,
most likely.
Mm-hmm.
If you had, again, it's that what do you feel? What's that danger that you feel at that moment? Now, if the person is in your yard but is 50 feet away and you have a way to go into your house and shut the door, well, that's what you should do, because again, the end of the day, we don't want anybody hurt.
Sure.
And but on the other hand, if they're 4 feet away and they got a baseball bat in their hand, I mean so that's what I'm saying. All those scenarios can change based on small details. But like I said, in this case, the homeowner was very well within his rights to do that. And law enforcement got there and got the man arrested. And again, nobody got hurt.
Right. And that was also, I read, a 5-time felon out on parole.
Mm-hmm.
So that revolving door that you've been talking about for many years. So, concealed handgun licenses and open carry, what is the law in Arkansas? Because it seems to be muddled in the past few years.
Well, it is muddled, and I will tell you a real short history. Now this is going to, probably some of your viewers are not going to like what I'm going to say. First, I'm going to give you a John Montgomery opinion.
Okay.
All right, so this is not a legal opinion, but it's my opinion. I am all for anyone having a weapon, a gun, if you will, if they want one, okay? And it's for your protection, and certainly encourage that. Now, if you don't want one, of course, you shouldn't, if you don't know how to use it, you shouldn't carry it. But when you see me out, if I am not in uniform, now if I'm in uniform, I'll have a gun typically on my side, and I realize I'm in a different situation.
Sure.
But if I'm not in uniform, I'm armed, but you don't know I'm armed.
You conceal it.
I conceal it, and in John Montgomery's opinion, you carry openly for show, to show off, and you carry concealed for protection.
Right.
Now, there's going to be people who are pro open carry that's going to not be happy with my opinion, but again, that's my opinion. So, everything's different. You can say, well, if I carry openly, it's a deterrent for somebody else. Well, that possibly could be true. On the other hand, if you carry openly and the bad guy's insisting on doing what they're going to do, you're the first target. You're the first target.
Yeah.
Okay. So, having said that, what happened several years ago is there was a legislator that introduced a bill for true open carry. And the Sheriff's Association and the Chiefs Association were against that. Okay? And so we lobbied, and ultimately that bill was defeated.
Okay.
Now, the problem was the bill sponsor came back and said, well, under the law back then, it said that you can carry if you're on a journey. But there was no definition of what a journey was, and so everybody had an opinion.
Can be going to Walmart is one opinion. Yeah.
So he said, let's clear up and define what a journey is. Well, that makes sense. Well, unfortunately, what he did, and the legislators that were down there did not realize it, but he went back in that law and changed 2 words that now muddled it to decide whether or not you can carry open or not. So the one attorney general said, no, that does not give you permission to carry other. Another attorney general said, yes, it does. And so it really created confusion. Now, I believe it's the consensus of the prosecuting attorneys, who ultimately have the final authority, that you can legally carry open. Okay? I think that's a consensus across the state. But why would you want to?
Yeah.
Now, if you're in your farm and you're out doing something, that's one thing. But again, I go back. I don't know why you would want to. So people ask, do I have to have a concealed carry? Well, interestingly enough, again, the law is muddled. While it may be legal for you to carry it open, it may not be legal for you to carry it concealed without a permit.
Without a permit, that's right.
And again, I said may. That's very... So if you go through the process of getting concealed carry, you go through training, you go through the law and what you can and can't do. I think it's a great thing anyway. Okay, so I encourage folks to do that if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, to get that. Now, as far as in your car or in the glove box or whatever, that's not a problem, and you can do that either way.
So that's with or without a concealed carry?
Correct.
You can have it in the console or in the glove box.
Right.
Loaded?
Sure. There's no, in fact, again, another John Montgomery opinion, your gun does you absolutely no good if it's not loaded.
Sure.
Now, again, granted, if you got children around or whatever, you got to take super precautions.
Yeah.
But I hear all the time people say, well, I don't keep one in the chamber. Why? If your gun, again, when things happen and your adrenaline starts flowing, you're not most people's fine motor skills. That's the first thing it affects. And for you to be able to rack one in the chamber, you're going to be fumbling and scrambling, and that split 2 or 3 seconds may make a big difference.
Definitely.
So, again, keep in mind, children, you got to be very cautious. But to me, if your gun's not loaded and ready to go, it's pretty worthless.
Yeah, definitely. It's about 7:51. We'll go ahead and take our last break, and we'll come back with more from Sheriff John Montgomery.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you ever been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Ridge Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you looking?
Welcome back to the morning show. Visiting with John Montgomery, Sheriff of Baxter County. You got some new laptops coming? Are they in?
No, they're not in. They're on order. We received a grant from the state of Arkansas, so we've got 17 laptops for our cars. Now, most other law enforcement agencies have laptops. We've not been able to due to money cost.
Yeah.
But we got the grant. It's a matching grant. So the county's portion was, well, a round number, say $10,700, whatever, something close to that. And so our Baxter County Sheriff's Foundation, the board members voted to pay that $10,700 so that we didn't have to try to figure out how to come up with it somewhere else. And so the equipment's ordered. That's a turnkey deal. Now, we outfit all of our own patrol cars. Lieutenant Rick Lucy's been doing it for years. And but this is a turnkey, so they will come in and completely outfit those vehicles. We're still working through, just because you have the laptops, you need the connectivity, and so to make them cellular, where we can communicate anywhere the county.
Yeah, rural areas. Yeah.
We've actually don't have that feature. That's a cost per month per unit. We're working. Haven't got that figured out yet. Now, there will be hot spots where the deputy can pull up and download, dump the data. But it will also include, and it's a big safety feature, it's called e-tickets. So, not that y'all would know what an e-ticket was, because I know y'all wouldn't, get those tickets. But
why are you looking at me?
So, but again, lawyer, Mountain Home Police, I think Gassville State Police all have what's called e-tickets. So if a officer is going to write a citation, normally you have to pull out that ticket book and you have to call in and you get the information and you write it on that citation. And it's easy to, if you think about it, if I'm looking down to writing, I'm not looking up.
Yes.
And I've been there, done that, and even though we train to look up, look down, look up, look down, which of course takes a little longer, I've had it happen before where all of a sudden you look up and the person is standing at your window.
Yeah.
Okay?
Not safe.
That's not safe. So what an e-ticket does basically is they take your driver's license and they swipe it, and it populates that ticket on the screen, and then a few small key entries, and it prints out the ticket right there. But then it transmits that data electronically to the court system. Mm-hmm. So it's safer for the officer. It is time saver because those tickets typically have to go back to our staff, who then have to re-enter those tickets in two separate places. And not all handwriting is
it's easier to read.
So this is a great deal, and we're very excited about that, and we'll hopefully figure out on the cellular connectivity. We'll figure that out.
Well, and it's safer for the public too. I mean, some people don't pull off in the best spot when they get pulled over, and so anything to make it quicker, the process quicker to get them back on the road, is better for the people driving by and people sitting on the side of the road, the officer too.
Yeah, which kind of doesn't exactly, but sort of segues into something else. If you see flashing lights, it doesn't have to be blue lights. If you see flashing lights on the side of the road, you have to get over. Mm-hmm. If traffic is such that you can't get over, you slow down to a very slow speed when you go by. That's the law.
Yeah.
The second thing of that is and there's signs up, but when you've got a multi-lane highway, so for example, the bypass, you got the 5-lane between Mountain Home and Norfolk and Mountain Home and Cotter, you can't drive in the left lane. Left lane is for passing only.
Yeah.
And so that's the law.
Yeah.
And so it's not. People get over there and camp out.
So many do that.
Yeah.
So many.
You
even have cops doing announcements. We got about 20 seconds. I've seen them on social media trying to say that very thing, move over.
Right. And and we had a call, I don't remember, a couple weeks ago. Someone was complaining about one of our deputies driving in that lane, in the whatever you're going to call it, passing lane, fast lane. And we contacted the deputy. He said, we had a call of a hit and run driver, and he said, yes, I was in that lane. One, I was trying to be a little bit faster, but two, I'm watching for the suspect vehicle that was supposedly heading my way. Obviously, it would be easier to get turned around on in that lane.
So wrap it up.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a great day.